Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. PNL Patreon family birthday shout out to Prince Josiah Makala. He's celebrating his 4th birthday today. Now, Josiah, he's the son of Chantal Blake Makala. Do you remember who Chantal Blake Makala is? It's her son's birthday, so I won't say much more. Prince Josiah, your mom's side of the family, they're asking us to wish you a happy birthday today. And you, Shane Makala, don't think so you get way. Keep watching because coming this week, I have something specially for you. Keep on watching. Now, in the news today, in this first incident, the Portmore police, they have arrested and charged a 40-year-old graphic designer for sexual offenses. His name is Mark Robinson. He was born on November 1, 1982. He is living at Charles Drive in the Christian Penn area of Portmore. Listen to this now. And you see, all the while, I come here and I tell parents and guardians about trusting anyone with your children. Hear this now. This guy, Raypaphile Mark. Are you wondering what Raypaphile means? Let me break it down for you. You already know what a raper means, right? So I have added the word file to it. And this file, it is spelled Phile. So if you had added the word pedo to that file, what do you get? But wait, hold on there. Mark Robinson. That guy who killed the Froome High School girl because she was pregnant for him. Not saw him name too. Anyway, Raypaphile Mark. He operates a homework and document center at his home. Make that sink in for a while. Raypaphile Mark. He operates a homework and document center at his home. The allegations are that the parents of a young girl, she celebrated her 12th birthday in December last year. The parents, they sent this 12-year-old girl to Raypaphile Mark house to do homework. It is said that on many occasions in April and May of this year, whilst the young girl was there, Raypaphile Mark, he sat down and watched blue movies with this 12-year-old girl, and then he did you know what to her. It is said that the secret burst out when a family member searched the young girl's phone and saw WhatsApp messages from Raypaphile Mark inviting over this 12-year-old girl on many occasions to come over to his house, come make them do it. A report was made to the police and Raypaphile Mark, he was arrested. So he'll be going to the courts shortly. Parents, guardians, I keep telling you, your little girl and your little boy, be careful who you trust them with. Remember me tell you. In this next story, we are learning that 3 guys who attempted to engage 2 underage girls in a 5-some. They were arrested and charged by the Portmore police. There are 1, Andre Barrett, he's 19 years old. 2, Kenrick Smalling, he is 19. And 3, Ricky Smalling, he is 21 years old. They are all from Portmore addresses. The allegations are that early last week, the 2 girls, one of them is 12 years old. She was born on January 7, 2011. She's attending a primary school. The other girl, she celebrated her 14th birthday yesterday. They met up with the 3 guys at a gas station in Portmore. It is said that all 5 of them, they went to the Casablanca Hotel on Port Henderson Road, popularly known as Back Road. We are told that they checked into a hotel room we are learning that someone saw what was happening and told one of the girls' mother. The girl's mother. She went straight to the hotel, but while she was on her way to the hotel, she called the police. We are told that the girl's mother, she went straight to the hotel room where her daughter, the other girl, and the three guys were. The three guys, they ran out of the hotel room, but them didn't reach far. The police, who were on their way to the hotel, they held the three guys along Newlands Road in Portmore. They were taken into police custody. They have now been officially charged for abduction of child under the age of 16, and they'll be facing the courts shortly. In this next story, that man on your screen, his name is Damian Burchell. He is 37 years old and he's a barber. He lived at Belial in the Grangeville area of Westmoreland. Damian, he was a barber at the Lexus Barber Salon in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that Damian, he was on his way home last night. He was riding a bike when he was involved in an accident. He died as a result. Now, I'm gathering all the details and will be updating this story in a subsequent video. Sad indeed. In this next story, a man in his early 30s. He's living in Negril. He is lucky to be alive. This is due to an incident that took place on Friday morning, July 7, about 7:30. It took place at Brighton District in the Little London Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that the man, he drove his Toyota Axio motor car into the area where he went and visited his child. He was now driving out of the community when, on reaching a section of the road, he slowed down because some debris was in the road. Two hoodlums were seen standing on the right-hand side of the road. Both of them, they were armed with guns. We are told that the driver, on seeing the hoodlums with the guns, him press gas. The hoodlums, they then opened a barrage of gunshots at the car. The man, he managed to drive away and he was not injured, but the car, it was shut up. The police, they were informed, and here is why I say, this man is lucky to be alive. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, a total of 15 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. In this next incident, this one took place at Hertford District in the Witham Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. It took place Friday night, July 7, about 8:30. We are learning that a man, he's known as Skello. He operates a cook shop in the Hertford area. He was in the process of closing up his cook shop when a guy was heard on the outside ordering food. By the time Skello could answer, the guy fired a barrage of gunshots into the shop. Skello, he ran out of the shop, making good his escape. It was then realized that he was shot. He had received gunshot wounds to his right hand. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. The police were informed, and when they processed this crime scene, 9 9mm and 2.45 spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. Now, in this next incident, it took place Friday night, July 7, about 11:30. It took place in the same Witham Police area at a place named Nardo. We are learning that a group of persons, they were at a shop in the area when the car of choice for the hoodlums, a white Toyota Axio motor car, drove up and stopped. We are told that hoodlums jumped out of the car with guns in hands. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at the group of persons who were at the shop. They all ran off in various directions, and the hoodlums, they jumped back into the car, making good their escape. When the smoke was cleared, it was realized that 2 men in the group were shot. One of them is 23 years old. He received gunshot wounds to his left thigh, and the other man, He is 33 years old. He received gunshot wounds to his lower back. They were rushed to a nearby hospital where they were treated and admitted. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 18 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Are you counting bullets? The mayhem. No, this next incident, it took place last night, Saturday, July 8th, about a few minutes after 8 o'clock. It took place at a shop at the entrance of Landilo, Phase 5 in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that a group of persons, they were at the shop. Among the group was a youngster popularly known as Keno. Keno is in his mid-20s. It is said that the group of persons who were there, they were drinking and having a jolly good time when a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up and stopped along the roadway right at the entrance to the shop. It is said that a hoodlum, he jumped out of the car from the back right passenger seat with a gun in his hand. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire at the group of persons. The persons who were at the shop, they ran off in different directions, and the hoodlum, he jumped back into the car, making good his escape. When the smoke was cleared, it was found out that Keno, he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his left shoulder, his left side, his left thigh, and his left ankle. Keno was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 13 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Are you counting bullets? The mayhem. Now, in this next story, this one took place last night, Saturday, July 8th, about a few minutes to 8 o'clock. It took place right in the vicinity of the Manning School Teacher's Cottage on Lewis Street in Savannah Lamar. Some people call that road KFC Road. So we are learning that that guy on your screen, his name is Tony Gooden, but he was popularly known as Gramps. Gramps is 19 years old. On October 31 this year, Gramps would be celebrating his 20th birthday. Gramps was a hoodlum, and he lived at Landilo in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Yes, I just said Gramps was a hoodlum. Gramps was out on bail for 2 different gun crimes. The first one took place when Gramps was about 16 years old. It is said that Gramps, he had robbed a man on Darling Street in Savannah Lamar, and the allegations are that he fired shots over this man's head. In recent times, Gramps, he had been implicated in the shooting death of that guy on your screen. His name is Dominic Poiser, but he was popularly known as Bashi. Bashi was 20 years old, and he was shot and killed at his home at Charlene in Savannah Lamar on the early morning of Friday, June 16, about 2 o'clock. It is said that hoodlums entered Bashi's house, spoke to Bashi for a short while, then pumped 3 bullets in his head, killing him on the spot. Now, he was supposed to be going back to court shortly, but Gramps, he will not, because last night, Gramps was riding a blue Wassi motorcycle along Lewis Street in Savannah Lamar. It is said that a motor car drove up and a bike rode up beside Gramps. It is said that hoodlums in the car, they opened gunfire hitting Gramps. As a result, he fell from the bike. The hoodlums on the bike and in the car, they then sped away, making good their escape. Gramps, he was on the ground under the bike, and that was it for him. He had received gunshot wounds to the right side of his face, and from all indication, Gramps died on the spot. The police were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 5 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Are you counting bullets? The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. In the final story for today, on Thursday, September 1 last year, I carried a story. It was about an incident that took place early the same morning about 1:30. Now, let me tell you where that incident took place. You know that street beside Manning School in Savannah Lamar? If you are heading to Negril, an apartment is on the left, almost at the end of the street. That's where that incident took place. Now, in the story I carried last year, I told you that a female in her early 30s and a guy in his mid-20s. I didn't tell you their names last year when I carried this story, but I'm going to be telling you the guy's name now. Look on your screen. That's him. His name is Denardo Chevone Maitland. He was also known as Dylan or Nardo. He was born on November 3, 1995. He's from the Little London area, but he was living at Farm Pen in the Savannah Lamar area of Westmoreland. About 1:30 a.m., September 1 last year, Nardo and the female, they were in their apartment when they heard loud banging on the front door. They then heard a male voice shouting, "Police! Open the door." They got up, but they did not open the door. The front glass window was smashed out. The door was then kicked open, but by this time, Nardo and the female, they were ready for what would happen next. We are told that two hoodlums entered the apartment with guns in hands. Nardo and the female, they both ran off through the back door. The two hoodlums chased them and opened a barrage of gunshots at both of them. We are told that at least 20 bullets were fired at both of them. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. When the shooting died down, it was realized that Nardo and the female, they were shot. The female, she received gunshot wounds to her left foot, and Nardo, he received gunshot wounds to his right foot. The police were called, and both of them, they were assisted to the Savannah Lamar Hospital where they were treated and admitted. Now, when I carried that story last year, I warned both Nardo and the female. I told them that there is no doubt that these hoodlums are gonna strike again. I told them that if the hoodlums were contracted to carry out a hit, the job was not yet completed. I also advised them to tell the police what was happening and do what they must to protect themselves. Now, after I posted that video, I started getting messages that the reason why Nardo was being targeted was that he broke some other scammers' foot. Some scamming money never share right. Well, early this morning, Sunday, July 9, about 3:30, Nardo, he was at the Jamaica National ABM drive-thru in Savannah Lamar. We are told that Nardo, he was amongst a group of persons. It is said that an argument developed between Nardo and one of the guys who were in the group. It is further alleged that the guy who was arguing with Nardo, he jumped on a bike and said to Nardo, "Watch what go happen when me come back." The guy, he then rode away. So, let me ask you something. Like how Nardo, no say, he marked for death. If you were in his position, what would you do? If you know that you don't have what it takes to defend yourself, what would you do? But of course, you would must take with yourself, not so? Well, Nardo, he was outside of his 2012 black Honda Stepwagon motorcar when the guy rode away. If you look on your screen, that is the Honda Stepwagon. Nardo, he sat in the Stepwagon waiting on the guy to come back. Well, we are told that a motorcycle with two hoodlums aboard rode into the JN Bank ABM drive-through. The two hoodlums, they came off the motorcycle with guns in hands and pumped several bullets into Nardo whilst he was sitting in that black Honda Stepwagon. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on the said motorcycle. From all indication, Nardo, who had received gunshot wounds to his upper body, he died on the spot. So remember I told you that last year when the hoodlums shot at Nardo and the female, they fired over 20 bullets at them? Well, this morning when the police processed this crime scene, 21 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Were you counting bullets? The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them no out can't take, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica.